Hallo und ein herzliches Willkommen. Schön, dass auch du wieder dabei bist. So, jetzt wollen wir mal zusehen, dass wir hier reinkommen.
Identification, please.
Ja. Nehmen wir. Also ich denke mal, wir nehmen das hier.
You've got a ship, but you've never visited Groundbreaker. You must have just dusted off from one of those dirt-side outposts.
Sure did. And now we're in space.
Well, welcome to Groundbreaker. I'm sorry to tell you this, but I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
Beschlagnahmt. Toll.
You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it. Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important. You take the starch out of them, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor? Now, hold on, it'll just take a minute. Wanda Dorset over in sickbay. Tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
Ja, komm, sonst kommen wir ja nicht weiter.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Wir sehen
Be
uns.
seeing you.
So, jetzt wollen wir doch mal gerade zuerst mal mit dieser Edwina da reden. Wo Private mitreden will. Das ist das. Machen wir das vielleicht mal als erstes.
I picked up this weird signal the other day. It was coming from Monarch.
Das scheint ja keine Tür. Ach, doch? Schick.
Rizzo's Purpleberry Punch. You want a punch? We've got your punch right here.
Alles nette Menschen. Komm, eilen wir uns mal ein bisschen.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Hallo. Wie komme ich da jetzt hin? Ach ja, das sind ja hier Türen. Türen, die man nicht als Türen erkennt. Hallo.
And an old Gigante 37? You think they'd let me peek at the power plant?
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors. I heard we had someone in impound. Wish I could help. I gave the bureaucrats a motive authority over freight traffic, and it rankles them good when I challenge it. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting. Good. Don't go making trouble, and chances are you won't find any. That's how I like it here. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through.
Ja.
Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if... Well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Right. In person. Sure thing, Captain. Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry. Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention.
Ach, komm. So. Achso, Edwina kommt schon wieder mit. Haben wir den denn jetzt wenigstens abgeschlossen? Was sollen wir jetzt nochmal? Ach ja. Ist alles ein bisschen unübersichtlich, finde ich. Treppe her.
What the hell's going on?
Mal gucken, was sie uns jetzt erzählen. So, wir kommen doch jetzt gar nicht da rein. Na, kommen wir da schon mal gar nicht weiter jetzt. Hier, irgendwie haben wir das Ganze ein bisschen verkehrt hier angefangen. Okay, dann müssen wir jetzt scheinbar erstmal mit dem Vorstand reden. Nein. Oh, wo ist denn das jetzt? Oh, da müssen wir mit ganz schön vielen reden. Na gut. Also wieder zurück. Puh. Ist das scheinbar hier gar nicht drin. Müssen wir wieder durch diese nette Tür?
Rizzo's Knock You Out Bar. A CCN 76 milk chocolate bar with caramel and peanut butter. It's time for a
Aha. So, du Korinthenkacker, was hast du?
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient, or an oven. Just like store-bought. Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in. Phineas, that old kook. He was quite the dancer back in his prime, did he tell you? Real light on his feet. Real light in the wallet, too. He still owes me a small fortune. Laws. Maybe I should charge you double.
Tja.
Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms... Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago.
Tja.
You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs. Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done.
Ja.
Anytime,
Toll.
sweetheart. You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you.
Hat uns das ja jetzt auch alles nicht so wirklich geholfen? Außer dass noch 1000 neue Sachen dazugekommen sind. Ich gehe mal von aus, dass wir erst unser Schiff wieder brauchen, sonst kommen wir hier nicht weg. Oder? So. Da kommen wir ja nicht drauf aufs Schiff. Oder hat die Edwina jetzt freigegeben? Also ich glaub's ja nicht so. Wo ist denn jetzt das andere? Ah. Irgendwie müssen wir das doch wieder freikriegen. Tag, Jungs.
I'm just gonna hang in the back and try not to touch anything.
So, Schnauzbärt.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. You must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer? Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped? I impounded Alex's ship, not yours. Well, I guess it's yours now if you're captaining it. It's a game we play, he and I. I ask him to turn in Phineas Wells, he tells me he will soon. I impound his ship, he explains why he can't give me the info right now. I ask him to turn in Wells. Around and around we go.
Tja, was nehmen wir jetzt? Komm.
Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all? What?
Komm, probier was.
I'm sorry? I'm quite certain I heard Wells. Phineas Wells. Huh. How charming you are. Indeed. And you know where he is? Excelsior! An apprehension of this caliber will be tremendous for my career. I'll send you straight away to my superiors in
Ja,
Byzantium.
no, wir wollen noch mal weitermachen.
Oh no. The thing is, I needed money. A lot of money, quickly, for reasons. That's really neither here nor there, don't you think? No, I'm sorry. I really can't. I might have pawned my official board seal to Gladys, the black market fence here on the Groundbreaker. I can't authorize the paperwork you'll need to turn Phineas in without it.
To give away something so important to you, there must have been some curious reasons.
I'll thank you not to question my motives, young miss. It was a mistake, and I'd like to put it behind me. It's only temporary, of course. I'd never leave something so important in the hands of someone of such a dubious moral character. I was going to buy it back once I raised the capital. So you'll need to get my seal back from her if you want to hand Phineas over to the board.
Tja, was nehmen wir? Keine Ahnung mehr. Ich will einfach nur, dass es hier fertig wird.
You probably don't even know where Wells is. None of my contacts ever pan out. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with?
Endlich. So. Was haben wir jetzt noch Wichtiges? Irgendwo war das noch. Signal. Komm, erstmal hier weg. So, wo geht's jetzt zum Schiffle? Obwohl, nee. Die Zeit ist dann auch schon leider wieder rum. Tja. Dann würde ich mal sagen, so toll war die Folge jetzt ja auch nicht. Aber wenn es euch gefallen hat, lasst ein Däumchen nach oben da. Und dann sehen wir uns das nächste Mal. Und tschüss.